how she felt about your teeth.
In the bedroom in the counseling.
You would never get over it.
This how he started off, just to let y'all know.
A buck with you. She never signed up for 5 inches.
I mean,
you worried about her body shape and she gained a few.
For real, it's becoming weird. And here's the thing, right? It's because men are following the pattern of women. Like when women dick police men, that's not really weird. That's kind of like fair, right? Because because women have.
We don't
sex
get to
with
talk
men.
about their titties.
Well,
they ass.
Men like to have the questions about who they've been with and things of that nature.
Okay,
So the policing of one another's body is fair, but when men fall into this habit of like dick policing other men, you're moving into weird territory, bro. Especially when you start talking about other men's sizes.
Can we? I have this in the middle of the podcast. Are we telling the truth today? If you let me tell the truth,
no, we're gonna tell the truth
be out of
today.
here.
We're gonna tell the truth today.
All right.
We're gonna tell the truth today.
You pastors is too horny. I've said that before. Y'all did not get no ass in school.
They didn't. They didn't get any ass in school. They didn't get any ass in their 20s. The only ass they've gotten is their wife, which is cool, right?
Yeah.
That's why you get married. Like married men have more sex than single men, majorly.
So if we could tell the truth, your wife didn't think you was good in bed when she first got with you. And it's a reason why she was great in bed.
I think he's talking about himself. I think he's talking about himself here. And here's the thing, right? Big ups to him for not being intimidated to the 8-inch dick that, evidently somebody in his past caught, that he learned about and he had to get over on his own. Big ups to that, man. Like, look, man, you're a strong individual. You're a strong dude to know your woman took it like that and you still decided to stick around.
Did you see the pastor that was on Twitter? This nigga like somebody came on his face?
No, thank God I didn't.
I sent it to you.
No, I'm good. I'm good on that.
No, you getting that video.
You got to send it to me. My algorithm is finally clean to the point where I don't get a lot of dumb stuff anymore.
You know who I blame for all of this?
What?
Carl Lentz, man. That's my guy. I love the doc. I love Carl Lentz. I love your doc so much that I watch both of them.
Oh, man.
But I blame him only not because of the horniness, because he was horny. Not as horny as these guys. Or at least NDAs was signed on his behalf.
But you know what it is, though? Is they were never cool, right?
Well, for me, I look at it like this. These dudes are finally getting to a space where it's like, yo, I have to. You remember that when we were younger, well, at least when I was younger, you were older by then, but when the pastor started talking about rap and they started dressing cool, and it was like, all right, we gotta appear to that younger demographic. Yeah. Now these dudes is like what you said last time. You got to get the Instagram baddies in the service.
Yeah. But I mean, this ideal of just going on and like dick policing men. I mean, you see it with the guys when they hate that men travel. You know what I'm saying? They call them sex packs. They're not. But so you got that going, and now you got dudes that are like, hey, your woman. First off, if your woman's not sexually satisfied,
she cheating. Oh,
it's a good chance she's gonna cheat. But try to fix that. Try to get better at sex. It's your woman. It's your woman. Like, who else is gonna get better at sex for your woman than you?
Question of the day.
Yeah.
What age did you get good at sex at?
What age?
Mine, you can turn this off.
I got good at it. All right.
Come on. So, what was the age where you said, yo, I'm pretty nice?
So I had a young lady in my sophomore year of college that she really put me on some game, right?
Okay.
But I wouldn't say I was good at sex. I think that's when I realized that I didn't know what I was doing, right? Because she was just like, nah, bro, you gonna put in this work, right? So I think that was the first time when I was just like, all right, I got to get much better at it. I don't know, probably about second girlfriend. I think at my second girlfriend after that breakup, I realized that I was just doing a lot, but I wasn't doing
nothing.
I wasn't doing the most. So probably about 25. It's probably about 25 when I started realizing where I really need to be, good at.
I think I was definitely.
That's a very vulnerable moment.
It is, because I think it's real, right? Because nobody could tell you from whenever you started to 24 that you was terrible. You was probably thinking like, yo, I got this, blah, blah, blah. But it's probably, for me, it was probably 20. My wife about to do the math. You got to prepare to lies. Any stories that are told on this podcast is not on behalf of the host, all right? This is lies. But no. Probably about 24, 25 is when I was like, I can catch anybody and catch a body.
Yeah. I you know what I'm saying? Like, I know how to use my back now. I know how to put it at work.
I know.
And
the setup.
So much of sex is mental and pre-work and post work even, right?
Facts.
You know, aftercare, right? I'll be honest, I wasn't good at aftercare. Yeah. People listening to this pod right now is probably like, "Nigga, you still ain't good at aftercare." I'm gonna get a text on that one. So this is too early in the pod to be dishonest.
It's only 6 minutes.
Yeah, God, yeah, they definitely still listening. But where were we? Never mind.
I just remember because I remember I got a good review one time, right? And I was just like, oh, okay. And I was like, maybe I know what I'm doing. And then it took, I said this last time, men learn a lot. And on the basketball court, I believe they learn a lot in the strip clubs, and it's somewhere else I can't remember. But like, you just learn a lot of stuff about yourself.
You learn a lot doing a breakup, especially if you bad at sex. That's probably the first time I knew I was bad at sex, doing a breakup.
Oh, y'all don't even want to have that story. When I knew it, I was in there. It was horrible, man.
Yeah. You definitely you go through a breakup at 21. You're gonna learn a lot about yourself you didn't know. Like,
and then when you circle back on that chick and she come back with new tricks, that's the other thing. I had a chick who circled back. Break? Yeah, I took a break one time. Shorty circled back, and she was doing some new shit. I said,
to the young boys that's listening to the pod right now, because a lot of y'all listen right now, do not ask your girl for a break, right? I know you think that like, yo, I'm sick of her. I need a break because you want to go out there in the street. Bruh, I don't care if your break is 2 days. Right. She is going to get slayed in those 2 days, bruh.
3 times.
do not take a break. Either break up or stay together, man. Do not take a break, bro.
Because she gone.
She gone, bro.
She might come back, but she'll come back.
No, she most definitely will come back. They always come back. Especially if you're a solid dude.
But they learn.
And if you're decent in bed. But it's like, yo, everybody that she was waiting on, that she wanted.
They got her.
Yeah, do not take a break, bro. Do not. Break up. Break up.
Yeah.
Don't take a break.
Don't take a break. But you know what? With the Horny Pastors, sex isn't important because, hold on, let's get to it.
We need to start learning to. I don't think sex should be the base of the relationship. I think that we need to start learning to value other things other than.
Yeah, not gonna happen. I would not be married to her if she didn't have sex with me every time I wanted to.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying it shouldn't be people's #1 priority.
Well, it's men's #1 priority. See, men, we don't
disagree with that because I think that's part of the problem. I think that we put too much emphasis on sex and not enough on other things we can do for each
sweetheart,
other.
I think what you need to understand is
Sharp of all people, by the way, Mr. Red Pill, that got married to a woman with a child after being Mr. Red Pill for the better part of 10 years.
You know what I'm starting to pick up on these podcasts that do this? They always get the young girls in there.
Yeah.
They don't never challenge educated, older women. They get the young girls who got, one of my favorite things is, and I gotta stop doing that where I just jump thoughts. One of my favorite things is when you watch like Fox News and they bring on like a liberal on there who's like 18, who don't know what the fuck they saying. They just emotional about some shit and they tear their ass up and they throw them back. Tucker Carlson used to get y'all the fuck out of here with that shit. But anywho, that's what these things do. Like Fit and Fresh used to do that. They used to invite all the young hoes on
all
there.
These red pill guys aren't really red pill guys, man. I'm gonna tell you, like, I'm gonna be 100% honest. I would guarantee you 90% of red pill guys, if they could get the top 3 chicks that they wanted. I'm not talking about like women that are like superstars and celebrities, just women in their lives that they know.
Okay.
I guarantee you, if they could get one of the top 3 women that they wanted, every last one of these dudes would be married. Right. And that's why I hate like the takes from like what Donovan Sharp would say, where he's like, sex is the most important. Sex is important in a relationship, right? Like if your woman's not fucking you, like women are horn dogs. I don't know where this narrative came from that it's men. I mean, women's PR that men want sex is the second best PR I've ever seen in the world. Behind De Beers, making men buy engagement rings with 3 months salary. That's the best. Yeah. That's the best PR I've ever witnessed. Right? Because diamonds was basically worthless up until that point. But with the idea that like women aren't horny that's the second best PR campaign I've ever witnessed. So I hate when I see men that's like, sex is important to me, and if you don't have sex with me, I don't want to be with you. Like, bro, if she don't want to have sex with you, there's other things going on. There's something else going on, bro.
She getting this from somewhere.
She want to have sex. I guarantee you she want. Women have too many kids and not want to have sex.
All right, next subject. Yo, I want to welcome everybody to the Black Dads Club. This is episode, I would do a drum roll.
Are we at 120?
We at 120. We are moving. We probably got about 3 more episodes, 2 more episodes, something like that before we close out the year. But I do want to welcome y'all to the Black Dads Club. Before we get started, Shout out to the wife, man. She got me the Black Dads Club jacket. You can't see it. It says Black Dads Club right here, and the logo's on the back. I appreciate it. She got it for our anniversary.
It's fly.
It is. And my dad saw it and was like, I want one. So I'm like, bro,
we need to sell those on the website. We're working on the website. Sort of, kind of.
If y'all get us paid,
we're gonna get the merch up. We definitely will get the merch up.
If every listener could give us $5 a month, we could do some shit with that.
Oh man, it's coming, bro. It's coming. Our listeners, hey, big ups to y'all for really latching on YouTube for the past 30 days, man. So anybody that's watching us on YouTube, appreciate y'all so much, man. Big ups to y'all. Y'all are sharing it. Appreciate you so much. To our regular listeners that listen in on Spotify and Apple, big ups to y'all as well, man. We appreciate y'all. Thanksgiving just happened, man. Hey, I appreciate everybody that has really been with us on this journey. I mean, I think we're in the second year right now, officially. Like when I looked at the YouTube, I think we started the YouTube in 2021.
Yeah, I was about to delete some shit. I was looking at our old videos. I was like, I don't even know. This is a half-ass recording. I don't know what I was doing. I think I was just tired. Because, I mean, we really started once my son was born. When I came back 3 months after that, that's when we got
that's actually a good place to, that's a good place to know exactly how old the pod is.
Yeah. And shout out to my wife for coming back home. She's been in Cali for a week. Yo, thank you. You can just drop it. You good. Thank you for coming home. Because this little boy, a trip.
Kids are not meant to be raised on their own, man. It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. And I want to apologize to Ben. My man said because he ain't had a pod in 2 weeks, he ain't working out. So he ain't worked out in 2 weeks. He texted me today. He's like, yo, I'm just going to skip working out. He's like, so if y'all want me to get fat, stop recording.
Hey, we back, brother. We back.
We are back.
Sorry, man. Vacation.
Mike is back from vacation.
Yeah.
Still won't tell us where he went.
I wouldn't even really call it a vacation. It was just a little outing.
Where you go, Charleston?
Nah.
All right.
It's a little,
he went to Gainesville.
That's a little further than that.
Gainesville. Shout out to Gainesville. And shout out to Gainesville, man. I do gotta say, happy birthday to two of our listeners. One of our favorite listeners is Mama Mike. Shout out to her for listening to the pod early on when it was terrible.
And she should not have been listening. She shouldn't be listening.
Still shouldn't be listening. We had fun. And shout out to my pops. Yesterday was his birthday, 2 days ago. So
happy birthday, brother.
Absolutely. Who said he still want a jacket, but whatever, man. But it was funny. So, all right, let me tell y'all. So we had a celebration. Mike and his siblings had a celebration for his mom, which was super beautiful. First of all, I'm mad because I had to work, so I got there late. And it was funny because one of the older guests at the event asked me, was me and your sister dating? Which is super hilarious because she's like, oh, she's never in town. Is that your girlfriend? And I'm like, no, I just know them. And then and it was funny because I told someone that I was your mom's favorite child, and she snapped on me and said, don't say that. Not your mom, the woman I said it to. And I was just like, oh, it's a joke. Like she was ready to raise up. And then your mom let her know. She's like, no, he says this all the time. I was like,
I wonder who is my mom's favorite kid.
Me. Out of y'all? You want me to answer for real?
Yeah.
S.
It's probably S, yeah.
It's not even probably. It is.
It probably is.
I could tell.
It probably is S.
Absolutely.
I'm my dad's favorite child, so I don't care.
You think so?
Yeah. My dad, he's already said that. My siblings probably don't know. I don't like to break it up.
I ask him. I'll get back to you.
Yeah, it's going to be me.
Your dad is a sniper.
It's him. It's not.
He's definitely your mom's. And it was funny when I got home, Karina said something. I was like, yeah, I wonder do they know that Ez is the mom's favorite kid. But it was funny though. I am here to report back. Mike is a mama's boy. I don't care what he say. Yeah. I don't care what lie he said. Mike got up there through a speech. He got 30% through his speech.
I was 70% before I teared up.
It wasn't even a tear up, but I'll let him get it off since we ain't got no video footage of it.
No video footage better not pop up for that. So love my mama to death though. Man.
And you know what I love to see? I watch you and your son like play box, and I thought it was super cool.
Yeah. Like that's my dude, man.
It was cool to watch. I think I always come home and give my wife a report about everything, and I was like, yo, just super cool to see y'all like playing together. You explaining to him like how to fight. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was like y'all was play boxing, but you telling him, lead this way, don't do this.
Yeah, he's wide open. I hope he don't get in a fight at school. I really hope he doesn't.
You gotta take one L to realize, like, yo, I remember my dad said this. You know what I'm saying? But that was super cool. Shout out to me. Let's get to the real reason why we didn't get to record. I had to take my grandma to physical therapy last week, which is a lesson in itself. I realized that older women are the greatest scammers and the greatest to get scammed.
They are good scammers.
Watching her at physical therapy was cool. How she was getting over on the doctor, you know what I'm saying? But it was cool seeing her like work through everything and her actually putting in effort. Now, let me tell you how she got scammed. We go to Kohl's. I love my grandma to death. So my cousin's definitely listening to this and she gonna send this to my grandma. Bro, we in Kohl's. And you know when you at Kohl's, they got all the little junk gifts in the front.
Yeah.
Bro, when I say my grandma spent about a good 30 minutes right there alone at the entrance, like buying dumb shit. Like, and it was just super funny to watch. Seeing her go through the clothes, man. And then she told me, she was like, yeah, I usually go to like 2 more stores after this. But I'm like, Grandma, we got to go.
Yeah, I got things to do, Grandma.
Also over the weekend, I got to watch Bad Surgeon on Netflix. I'm encouraging everybody.
What is it? What is that about? What kind of surgery is he doing?
I'm gonna put it like this. He was killing patients by putting like fake stuff in them, and he would jump to like each patient.
That is insane.
And 2 women, 1 woman. If you haven't seen it, skip this part. Go 30, 45 seconds ahead. His wife, he met her. He did her son's surgery through FaceTime. Her son dies, so he doesn't get sued. He marries her and gets her pregnant.
That isn't. I don't even know where this story is going. Where is he at? This is Florida.
This is not like a Florida Spain, story. But he came over. Okay. He came over here and was running a whole different scam. This is like the end scam at the end, but it shows like the origin of it. But just think about that. He kills this woman's son, marries her, gets her pregnant, gets the lawsuit dropped, and then he cheats on her, and that's kind of how the story begins.
Okay, I might have to check this out.
I said, don't y'all never tell me Future is
he's not the most toxic. Well, but the difference is in our community, you know, we like to be the cheerleader for everything bad. And you know, I got this message for brothers, man. We got to stop taking it on the chin. But like anything that black men do that's negative is like, oh, that's all black men. Nah, that's that dude.
Facts.
Like no other community, right? Like you telling the story right now, right? No one is listening to the story saying, "Oh man, Spanish men do this," right?
Facts.
But you know, God forbid, Future does something. It's like this is what black men like. Nah, right. Like if I hear you say that, I'm gonna start blocking you, man. Like we're gonna individually give everybody their credit. Like no, like by and large, as men, especially black men, we're excelling.
I was laughing at this girl was on Facebook yelling at me about Nick Cannon. I was like, yo, Nick Cannon got on the internet and said, I make more money. I'm worth more than Mariah Carey. And even though Forbes and everything says different, nobody said a peep. Nobody from her team was saying he was lying. Nobody came out and said that's incorrect. He said that and walked away. And matter of fact, all his business partners was like, yeah. I said, to me, I'm never discussing if this man has 400 kids. Like if that's what you want to do,
yeah, that's what you're gonna do. If that's, I mean, look,
if they allow you to get pregnant,
I'm about to say we either gotta say women have agency or they don't, right? So if women have agency and they decide they want to be Nick Cannon's 11th baby mama or whatever number is. Let them. Yeah, more power to them. Now, what I don't want is 50 years from now, you know, Nick Cannon was running the cult, right? Like, don't do that. Y'all got to cut that out.
Well, you know, nothing wrong with a little cult.
A little coldish vibes.
Little coldish vibes. Dad tip of the week. I want to welcome y'all in. Dad tip of the week. This is tips for labor. Hey, bro, I'm going to keep it real simple. Shut the hell up and stay out the way.
Yeah,
please.
It's been so long since I've been in a labor.
You'll be there soon, maybe one day.
Some wood.
Yeah, I think that's IKEA wood. So, good luck.
Just getting back from vacation.
All
jokes,
but literally
in Gainesville.
Yeah, in Gainesville. There you go. But seriously, shut up.
It's actually not a good place. University of Florida is in Gainesville, so that actually story could play. What do you think of a worse place? St. Augustine, maybe.
Gainesville is horrible. Gainesville, Tallahassee, and Columbia, South Carolina are all the same places.
Yeah, they all horrible, but those are college towns. I mean, you can find places to have a good time in the college town.
Oh, facts. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I got what you're saying. Absolutely. And the drink's going to be cheap.
Yeah, exactly.
You're going to definitely die. But look, dad tip of the week, just shut the hell up. Stay out the way. Figure out when y'all go to labor, first of all, you need to have a plan before you get there. And the plan is, you know, one of the hardest questions to ask when you're about to go to labor is like talking to the mother of your child and saying, yo, are you planning on Are you doing medicine? You doing this naturally?
I don't think there's anything that you can say that's gonna fly well during labor.
Oh no, there's nothing you can say. Once you're in there, that's why I started off with shut the hell up and get out the way.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But before y'all get there, you need to understand, like, yo, are you planning on doing this naturally? Or are you gonna do this with medicine? Have those conversations. I think a lot of times with kids, especially, the lack of communication is where we get in trouble at. Yeah, and then also, all else fails. Ask her what she want. Ask her what you want your first meal to be. Go figure that out, bro. So as soon as that baby's out and she wakes up, you can say, yo, I got this. Here's salmon.
Yeah.
And it's medium. Since you couldn't have it, you had to have dry ass salmon after that. All right, let's get to it, man. Let's start with Draymond.
Yeah.
What's wrong with your boy?
He's
a LeBron client, so you got to speak for LeBron.
No, I mean, Draymond acts the way that men that never really control their emotions act. Right? Like, I mean, that's how he acts. And I'd have more respect for what he do if he actually did it up front, right? All the making it look like I'm falling and making it look like I tripped and hit you. I have no respect for that, right? Yeah. But that's how I expect, a guy that was never really raised around masculine figures to act.
I looked at it and it's like, here we go again. We're not even a third of the way through the season, right? And it's like, this is the second time. And now they, I hate let's give him space to go get help shit.
No, it should have been after the Rudy Gobert situation.
That
right?
was nasty.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, again, my homegirl called me this morning because she was asking me like how I felt about the suspension. I was just like, look, I said, first off, I don't like the Warriors at all. So my opinion is biased. They're nothing but a bunch of front runners. When they're up by 30, they're shimmying, they're dunking on the floor, they're talking noise. But if they're down by 15, they quiet as the church mouse, right? You can hear mouth piss on cotton. I don't like that about them, But when it comes to Draymond, I was like, it's funny that he accidentally hits Nurkic, fine, suspended, right? But everything he's done prior, not suspended. Now I'm not saying that it's like a skin tone, complexion for protection type thing going on. But it's like, so now this is when y'all take it serious? This has been this dude since he kicked LeBron in the finals.
Absolutely. It has been this dude. To me, it was just like, I mean, I hope he get help. I don't think, it's whatever. I understand the PR games.
I mean, what kind of help? He doesn't have anger management problems because he doesn't do this to guys that would actually fight him.
Nah,
right? He does it to guys, so it's a bully thing. So, what help does he really need outside of the fact that this is the behavior of a man that really never had to control his emotions because his father probably wasn't around. Look, welcome to the Black Dance Club. I mean, we talk about this on this pod all the time about part of having a father is so you can understand how to control your emotions.
Facts.
That's part of the job. And when you don't have that, and we see a man, Draymond, what, 35?
Yeah, he got to be in this
35, 36, 37.
Somewhere.
Yeah, this behavior doesn't stop, right? If you never had it at 16, when are you going to pick it up?
Facts. I got a funny ass clip I want to do. Hold on.
To another direction.
That's how you feel. I gotta respect it.
And that's all you have to say. If that's how I feel, I'm gonna respect it.
You seem like
you said your one-liner. If that's all you have to say, let's hug and let's just let it go. You ain't trying to fight for nothing.
You seem like you've already made your decision.
It ain't about me already making a decision. You don't have a rebuttal for nothing that I'm saying.
You seem like you've already made your decision.
I wanted you to say something. You're not saying
you speak.
It's not time to listen. It's time to talk. All of the things you say, you want to be there. You're here for me. You're all about the future and everything.
Bruh, this is girl math. I know y'all tried to get this off 2 months ago about girl math and boy math. This is girl math. Yo, I'm done with the situation. We're done in a relationship. Hey, fight for me now. After I accept your decision, it's like, yo, fight for me. That is the weirdest shit. I'm so glad I'm married. I ain't got time for that shit. That shit would be so annoying, bro. And you know what? I'm giving this a little grace because I know how reality TV work.
Yeah. They could be, playing it up and
But I don't know. But I'm going to act like it's not.
I mean, yeah. Once it's over, man. Take the L, move on.
Keep it moving.
Keep it moving. It was funny to see her you're not going to fight for me? You said you wanted out.
What you want me to do? Yeah. Force you to stay here? I love girl math, man. Y'all, just to give y'all a heads up, girl math is when you catch your man cheating and you harass the other girl for like the next month. Next 3 months.
Does cheating happen that much, man?
Yeah, I believe cheating happened a lot. But I do laugh, like, they was doing all the, oh, this is boy math. And it's like, yo, how come when y'all catch y'all man cheating, you harass the other woman for like 6 months straight?
Okay, so let's say if you've been together for 10 years, right?
Okay.
And you cheated in the first year of your marriage, right? Do you still qualify as a cheater in year 10?
No, I think you have to violate at least.
Like that's covered under the blood by year 10, right? Like that should be like you're not a cheater anymore, right? Just cheating happened.
Cheating happened. You got to at least cheat. I think.
What qualifies as a cheater?
A repeated offender.
Repeated offender. Okay.
So in 10 years, if you cheat more than 4 times.
Goodness, 4?
Yeah, I mean, come on, bro. That's like every other
4
year.
separate times?
Yeah.
Okay. What is this 4 separate times with the same person?
Yo, you can't do that. You can't do that.
That would be an affair.
Yeah, absolutely. You date her. You can't. Your brother used to tell me all the time, if you sleep with somebody more than 3 times, you like them.
This is solid.
It's a lot of shit that Ez probably don't want to be said.
Probably don't. Yes. But then his wife told me she listens to the pod this weekend.
She told me that too. I was like, oh, let me stop saying his name as I say it all on this pod. Let's get into what we missed. We missed a lot this past weekend. Do we start with Jonathan Majors?
I mean, what are we going to say? Like, I mean,
he was running from that car. My man was jetting blocks.
Like, so here's the thing with Jonathan Majors, right? When it was proven that he was, maybe innocent, everybody went quiet. Then when it was proven that, oh no, look, he does, abuse women, everybody hopped back on the bandwagon. And then when the video came out, everybody hopped back off, which I think just shows that everything is agenda driven, and which is why on this pod I really don't ever go in on black guys for anything that they do, because it's already overblown by the rest of the world. So I mean, like, and here's the thing: I love Jonathan Majors, the actor. Me and you have had this conversation several times. I have found Jonathan Majors, the man, to be problematic. Not really, like, I'm not really the biggest fan of him per se, but the actor, I watch everything that he's in. So I've had a hard time really, I mean, just being transparent, I've had a hard time defending him. Yeah. Right? Because of things that he said when it comes to masculinity and black men, etc. So, but I mean, every time he's vindicated, that certain side of the internet just has nothing to say. Yeah.
I find it super interesting. I do find it interesting of, I think as soon as everything came out, it was like, all right, here's another black actor. Let's get him up out of here, right?
Yeah.
And then I think slowly but surely we started realizing that we don't have the full story, which is how the internet works. But, even the games now, I was laughing. I was watching whoever is on Meg the Stallion's team, please get her off the internet, by the way. But it was funny. Seriously, bro. She was on the internet yesterday going.
Oh man, I saw her, man.
I feel bad for her.
And it was funny is, so I was going to. I meant to listen to See the Thing Is pod because they had Party on there. I'm probably gonna listen to it on when I leave here. So we can't discuss it today because I haven't listened to everything he said. But Meg. Whew. Meg is becoming problematic.
Well, here's my thing.
I don't think she's never not been the victim, right? Out of everything that we've heard of Meg.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Whether it was everything with her previous label, with the deal with Rock, with any of the guys that she's dated, with her friend Kelsey, Meg has not taken any responsibility for any actions. And she's been 100% victim in every situation.
And I feel bad for her because, like, she's young, right? And when I say she's young, I'm not talking about, you'll see where I'm going with it.
Yeah.
She's young. And the thing about young people, they feel like they have to respond to everything on the internet.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I'm saying she's young.
Yeah.
The internet is like, she always grew up with the internet around.
Yeah.
So with that, she's on there and it's like, yo, why you still, I saw the doc on Hulu. It's clear Tory did something and I'm leaning towards, he shot at her, right?
Yeah.
Tory, they couldn't find his bodyguard. They randomly find his bodyguard after he's sentenced to 10 years and he's freaking failed every appeal. And, it's like his last ditch at an appeal. And it's like the bodyguard was like, they finally found him and it's like, oh yeah, Kelsey shot. Or I think I saw her shot. And it's like, Meg, why are you still talking about this?
Yeah.
Like, let that shit go.
I don't know.
But
back to Jonathan Majors though. Because I don't want it to seem like we're going in on Meg.
Nah, because Meg said something that was super important. She said, y'all need to stop reading the titles and read the stories from real journalists. Now, I found that funny because the Shade Room posted her whole live and they didn't post that part, which is funny because the Shade Room is known for doing that. It's like, yo, let's give y'all a crazy ass title. So going back to Jonathan Majors, I want you to be like Michelle Obama and Coretta Scott King. Y'all know, we in the group chat. I laughed so hard. I think I laughed about that shit for like
and it
3
was
days.
completely out of context.
And it was completely out of context. And he's telling his girlfriend, like, yo, I'm doing something big for me, for you, for my culture.
I'm building something here.
He said, I'm doing something that's bigger than me. And you can't be out
doing dumb shit.
And you have to understand how these women understood that they men were doing something bigger than them.
Yep.
And just was like, yo, let me support. And that's all he was asking. And the lines that he said was such a small part of whatever the fuck. And I was just like, damn, I feel bad for bro. But you know what? Yeah, man.
You think he make a good Black Panther?
You talking about the actor or activist? You talking about Marvel?
I'm talking about Marvel. Good question on this pod, by the way. Yeah. He gonna make a terrible Black Panther, the activist. Absolutely. Yeah. Terrible. Yeah, I'm not putting Jonathan Majors up for that. He'd make a terrible Black Panther party member. But as a Black Panther in Marvel, how do you think he'd do? He would have killed that. I think he crushes it. I think if they bring him in now, he crushes it. I mean, but the problem is that they've already put him in
Kang, and he's supposed to be like Thanos for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
And
he's a great actor, man.
I think what they're gonna do is, I wouldn't be surprised, just so off beat, but because Black Panther has a son, I think that they're gonna probably find, like, I don't know who the like bomb kid actor.
I don't know what young Black Jonathan Majors is. Again, this is. I know y'all hate education, but once again, this is just show you how important education is. Jonathan Majors is a graduate of a public Ivy and an actual Ivy. Like, the dude is good in his craft.
Absolutely.
And I don't really care for him as the person. So when I give people big ups, and I'm like, I gotta tell you what you are, man.
Shout out to Grand Theft Auto 6. Y'all can have my money now. I don't care how much it costs. If y'all allow me to.
It's not out to 2025, man.
Don't matter, man. I pay installments. Let me pay my money every month.
Definitely gonna charge $99 for this game. So they probably should put it on installments.
They're gonna charge you $100 for the game.
I'm gonna buy it.
I'm definitely buying it. And
But college football comes out next summer.
They bringing it back?
Yeah. Oh man, how you missed that? It was supposed to be out this summer, but it's definitely gonna be out next summer.
I wonder how the money gonna break down.
I am going to be 100%. I don't know. I'm just glad college football is back. I'm gonna be 100% back playing college football. Did we put the clip in for the guy saying that men playing video games at home are losers? Who was that? Was that Mike Todd again?
That was Mike Todd. He did another video with the cum on his face. It's the same guy.
These Instagram pass. I hate y'all. I hate y'all, man. You know what? We're gonna have to make that a clip on YouTube. Like, once we get monetized, and I finally get past Mike Will Reacts, we're gonna have to just like talk about Instagram passes every week.
Absolutely.
Y'all doing too much.
They doing too much. They're giving great content. Shout out to North Carolina. And actually, I'm about to slam y'all, so not shout out. Y'all been wilding out. Whether it's the teacher that was messing, this is all stuff we missed over the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, we did.
The teacher that was sleeping with an 18-year-old student, and for the police body cam footage, we ain't even going into that.
North Carolina had an interesting 2 weeks holiday period.
I wonder, are we about to get to the spot? And I thought they was doing it, but obviously not. Where, you got to be a certain age to teach in high school. Like,
so what's funny is back in the day when it came to school buses, I don't know if you remember this, students used to drive school buses.
Oh, hell no. I definitely remember that shit.
So I remember like kindergarten, first grade, maybe second grade, all my school buses was being driven by like dudes that were like in the 12th grade.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. Like that was a thing back in the day. So then obviously they stopped it. A couple, I guess, accidents. I can't really remember what happened. But
the obvious.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know if teachers need to be at a certain age to teach at school, man. I mean, I think in high school, bro, you can't have a 27-year-old teaching an 18-year-old, bro. Because neither one of them are mature. You know what? I know some high school stories. I would never tell them on here. I might tell them on the Patreon. So you might have a point. Let me just leave that.
Yeah,
you might have a point.
And I don't know what the age could be. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's 40. I don't know if it's...
Dude, but I mean...
The way these 40-year-olds stacked up.
Yeah, I'm about to say, bro. It's just I mean, human nature is human nature. You know, teachers shouldn't sleep with students. I don't think we should have to say that.
Not clearly.
I don't think I think it's a known thing, but you know, like...
And I ain't like how y'all try to get Hove out of here talking about why is this a problem? Hove was with Beyonce when she was 18 and he was 31. Y'all know how I feel about young girls and these old heads, but still.
Yeah, I mean, look.
Y'all just found that out.
Well, you know, again, I 31 and 18. I mean, that's what it is. I don't care. But I mean, you know, like I tell you all the time, you're not going to hit me with a woman in her mid-20s shouldn't be with whatever guy she wants to be with. Like, I don't care. Or a man in his mid-20s with whatever one.
Just make sure they not your student.
Make sure that is reasonable. I don't think we have. That's what I'm saying. I don't think we have to say that.
Yeah,
I don't think we have to say that. I think that's obvious.
That's a mess.
Or employee. Any kind of power dynamic is going to cause you problems.
I remember one time, one of my clients, man, she was a young girl. She was like 18, 19, and she was smashing her boss. And I remember I laughed so hard when she tried to justify like why it was cool that she was smashing her boss. And I wasn't trying to like hate on her or hurt her little feelings. And then, of course, he dumped her ass, and he gave her the old nigga like response. He was like, "Yo, this is too passionate."
Hey, free game. Do not sleep with any person that you work with. Just free game. Just free.
I married mine. She was a coworker though.
Free game. Do not shit where you eat. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Definitely had to make it work.
Yeah, you got to make it work. Like just don't don't do it. Don't do it.
No, I absolutely agree. It was interesting at work, like trying to talk. Then other people coming in, because I remember when like shorties would come up to the job and see me, or another coworker was interested, or and let's not put it on just the women. The girl you talking to at work that you interested in, when the nigga come in and he dropping money and she's a server and he's tipping large and he's smiling in her face and asking her what she doing, you do feel like, all right, bro.
Yeah. Again, which is more reason. Do not don't get in a relationship with anybody that you work with.
Find a new job.
I'm not telling you not to smash. Hospitality and call centers, it's hard not.
It's
to.
hard to.
And evidently with nurses, it's hard to.
Teachers.
So y'all, teachers, right? Like y'all the worst.
Forced. Look, it's not even gender. Like we just there. Let's do this sports segment, man. We ain't gonna run y'all in the ground with sports. I think we've been doing good on there. We keep it like 5 minutes with sports. Yeah. The Lakers were an attorney. Do you like that LeBron is about to hang that banner up?
No, that's stupid.
It is. However, I don't think they got a choice.
You do not hang up in season tourney.
You don't. But Adam Silver,
hang it up outside the arena if you want. like when you walk in, the ceilings are high as hell anyway. So if you want to do it in the entrance, hang it there, sure. But inside, that's corny. I mean, look, I agree with LeBron playing his ass off to be the person to win the first one and get MVP because that's history, right?
Yeah.
And that goes with your legacy. So I agree with him doing that, but don't take it serious for real, bro.
Nah,
it's like going to a developing country and smashing a baddie, right? Like, don't come back and be like, "Yo, I'm the man." Like, no, bro.
Why the body count?
It does. It counts. Right? And you did do it. but it's not banner worthy, right? It's not like there's no banner, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you get the baddest, chick, right? And you take her from a soccer player, all right, now you can throw up a banner.
Do you think a 10 is a 10 in every state? Like, do you think a 10 in Nebraska is a 10 in Miami?
Hell no.
Okay.
No.
Come on, man.
No.
Golly. All right, that was quick. Yeah. Do we want to go in this Drake and Kobe beef that the internet is fine? The internet, y'all find like parallels, and I love it.
Yeah. You know what? I mean, I get Kobe not shaking hands with Drake, when he made the line shooting in the gym, which is one of the hardest lines ever.
Still to this day.
In rap. Yeah. So, I mean, I stay with my wife, bro. I can't really be your friend.
Yeah. And he wasn't at the funeral, I don't believe.
Yeah, I mean, again, I can't blame Kobe. Like, if I stay with my wife, right? Like, if it looks like we're going through a divorce and then, men take my side, then I stay with my wife. Like, I can't be like, "Oh, babe, that's a hot line."
Yeah,
I mean, I would because I'm me, but.
It reminds me of, in the article.
I would say that line to my wife every day.
You can't do that.
I mean, you can't. I'm just saying it to be funny. I would say it to be funny, though, right? Like, if I'm in the kitchen cooking And she come in the kitchen, I'll be like,
she gonna punch you.
You want with me? Yeah, she can punch me. I don't mind.
Look.
I'm like, you want with me shooting in the gym?
And you know when Vanessa and them was going out, if she didn't like wave at the DJ or something, he was like, oh, I'm playing this shit.
See,
playing Stay Scheme. That's what happens though. I remember when they said Chris Humphries, like when Kanye got with Kim, they said he used to always report it. And Wizard players was like, yo, every time we go to the club, they would just play that Kanye song like, every time. Ja Rule used to talk about it. He was like, when he used to go out, they used to play 50 Cent only there every time you go to a club. I mean, you got a couple DJs get beat up.
Yeah, I kind of get it though.
Yeah. Hold on, I got a video of this single woman. Hold on, just to piss Mike off. Because Mike said that you can't date, they don't want to date single moms.
Who said that?
Y'all,
No. We didn't say that's an early video.
It is. Y'all said it though.
Yeah, we said you could. We just said it's a lot of
what?
It's a lot of it's hurdles. There's hurdles.
Y'all said y'all wouldn't date.
Hold on.
I'm not dating a man with kids.
Here you go.
Okay? I don't care how fine you is.
I hate when y'all put music
I don't
behind
care
y'all
how
videos.
promising your future is. The moment you went and made one of my sisters a single mother and created a broken home, you are not my type. Okay, go save your family. Go get your relationship back, because y'all be blowing me.
I like this.
It's always somebody baby daddy that's searching for love.
That is fair. That's true.
What other greater love could I give you than she risked her life to push your seed out in this earth?
Die for me,
like,
bitch.
Who could love you like that? How could you still be searching for that? Why not just...
All right, this music.
Yeah, look, I'm not...
Are you mad at that?
I'm not mad at that. I like it. I like it. I don't think women should have to date men with kids if they don't want to.
Facts. I laughed at it. The only issue I got with sis is, what if he wanted her and she said no? You take out the option that maybe the woman did not want him and that women don't have choices.
Well,
when you assume that, oh, go get her back, go be with her, she risked her life. What if she said, hey, you'll make a great father, but maybe you don't make a good boyfriend, maybe you don't make a good husband? Because y'all like to say that all the time, right?
Yeah.
We don't like, so let's say she didn't say, or let's say, I just think that part, even though I know it's not what she was trying to say, and I understand.
Yeah, she's definitely trying to use anti-black misandry to go viral. Like, I get it. But I'm not mad at what she's saying either, because like, I will say, as a divorcee that has his kid 50% of the time, dating me would be hard, right? Like half the time I have my son. So you can either catch me before I have to pick him up out of the carpool line, right? When during the work day, which means you might catch me for lunch, or you might swing by for a midday siesta, right? Yeah. But once I have my son because I haven't introduced my son to anybody that I've ever dated, right? So, and then the following week that I don't have him, I'm actually, I'm normally doing like, pet project stuff or trying to recoup.
Yeah.
So it is hard dating a man that has a kid. So imagine a man that has his child even more. Yeah. Now, I don't even think she's referring to men like myself, right?
Yeah.
I think she's referring to just dudes who just have kids.
Yeah.
And I can also get how that can be unattractive. Like, what do you mean you have a kid and you free 28 days out of the month?
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
I mean, so every reason that men do not want to date single mothers, I think is also the same reason why women shouldn't have to date men that have children. I'm not mad at the take. I never get why women are upset with the take when men are like, yo, I don't want to date a woman with kids. Like, it's Absolutely. A valid take.
It is. I thought it was funny. Ruby Rose ran into a super fan. I don't even know a bigger word than super fan.
Yeah.
Like, allegedly, bruh spent 63, and we'll get there because he actually came out and said that it was all a scam.
It was all advertising.
Yeah.
It was fake.
I told y'all in the group chat, I think like a week ago, I'm like, yo, all these OnlyFans shits, I don't believe none of them. Because if I'm Iggy Azalea and y'all coming out and saying, yo, I make $50 million, why would I go refute it?
Yeah.
Like, it does.
It's gonna get more people to come and subscribe to OnlyFans to see why everybody paying this much money.
Yeah, absolutely. But anyway, would you spend 63 grand on a sex worker?
No, not for OnlyFans. And like real life, like so so the pod takes off, right?
Let's get to it.
Pod really takes off.
All right.
I mean, I'm talking like we rolling.
Yeah,
63K is probably not a lot, right? But in this part of my life, I know.
Honestly
though, I've never subscribed to OnlyFans. Well, no. I told her the truth. I did subscribe one time.
Ooh.
So I couldn't even tell you her name, but it was.
How much was it?
It was like $10 for the month.
Oh, that ain't
right?
bad.
And I canceled it. It wasn't even good. It was the lady that has like she has like two
vaginas.
Two vaginas, right? So I had to see it. I ain't gonna lie.
Damn.
I had to see it, and it's not as interesting as you think. Yeah, it wasn't even worth the $10 because it's inside, right? She still looks normal, and then it's on the inside. So I was just like, I had to see it.
No, I'm not mad at you.
Yeah, so that's the only time I've ever subscribed. So I mean, I would if they reminded me of Ash Cash video, so I went back and watched that video, and I had to locate Ash Cash. And I ain't gonna lie, if Ash Cash, like, she never went full OnlyFans. She kind of like, some dude came and like scooped her up, and like her OnlyFans is just like bikini pics and stuff now, I guess, because I can't even find a Reddit of her or whatever. But if anybody go look at the Ash Cash video. Yeah, like, she put in that work. If she would have went full OnlyFans, you would have been in there. I probably would have subscribed.
Y'all already know it's a couple people. I mean. But I kept finding it on Reddit, so I didn't
you never had to subscribe.
Nah, shout out to Yasmin, man. Like, come back.
I gotta finally look up this Yasmin.
She fine.
But I would never tip. I would never tip in OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know,
that's crazy.
I don't believe. I tell Mike, and shout out to Baraka, one of our super listeners. I tell both of them all the time I don't believe half the shit on the internet. Yeah. And like, I just didn't believe it. Even this story, like, you have a man who spent $63K in a month on you. And you're calling him crazy. I don't believe that. Let me tell you why. Ask a Dad segment. She magically ran into him.
True.
Me and you don't believe that she magically ran into him. How much would you have to spend before you run into her? Realistically, with your game, the way you talk, the way you carry yourself.
Ruby Rose?
Yeah, how much you got to spend on her before you be like, hey, yo, let's meet?
Like if I really wanted to meet Ruby Rose?
Yeah, you really want to meet her.
And I really got money, I would honestly just be in the city that she's in the places that she's at. So, I mean, I could probably run into her for way under 10 grand.
I've seen Mike work, and I agree with him. Right? I've seen Mike in action, and I'm telling you, I understand that.
Yeah.
Nobody is spending 63 grand on one woman and accidentally running into her.
Yeah, way under.
And you're not convinced me this man is a stalker, because once I cross a certain threshold, it is like, yo, I got you. Like, yo, we should meet up.
Yeah,
we should go out.
I mean, I don't see women turn down that kind of money in general in life. Period. Anyway. So yeah, the story really didn't make sense. I'm glad that they kind of came out and said that, like, it was just a scam for advertising.
Facts.
And OnlyFans, I support it. We see on this pod all the time, sex work is real work. Facts. I haven't seen an OnlyFans that made me be like, yo, I want to subscribe. I want to subscribe to y'all stuff.
Before we hop out of here, we do have a Ask a Dad segment. This was posted somewhere else. It does not matter. I am ripping it and reading it to Mike. This is anonymous. It says, bro, I work 70 hours a week, and when I get home, she never have anything for me to eat. Listen, she don't work. She had our baby 8 months ago, and she tells me he keeps, I hate when y'all grammar don't line up right. She had our baby 8 months ago and tells me that she keeps her busy, and sometimes she's tired to cook. And last week I done spent about $200 just on food. That ain't that bad, actually. Mind you, I don't pay for groceries, so I don't know how much that shit costs. I've expressed my frustration and it's going over her head. I can't kick her out. I came home yesterday and the dishes were still in the sink from Friday. I just need a home cooked meal. I need to do a baby keep you. Hold on. I need to know, do a baby keep you from cooking and cleaning? Thoughts? 2 question marks. Might give him some advice.
Yeah, I mean. So for one, I empathize with brother because he's working 70 hours a week, right?
That's tough.
So if he's working 70 hours a week, it's a good chance he's in a factory or warehouse. Facts. So I mean, at $18 an hour, right? If he's there, you know what I'm saying? Like, this man is clearing probably $55,000, $60,000 a year, maybe. And he's probably paying all the bills, you know, in the home. So I get his frustration, right? But can't say it. Right,
you can't say
this is the duty of men, right? You can't go to the internet to bitch about it. What you have to do, because here's the thing, man. As a man, there's no problem that you're going to fix with a woman by being mean to her. There's no problem that you're going to fix by being mean to a woman, right? Now, what you have to do is be the best version of yourself. Find out what what are the things that she needs. Now, I'm gonna be honest, right? This dude is working 12-hour days, 6 days a week. He doesn't have time. He is tired, right? She's not recognizing the fact that she's setting him up to cheat, right? She is. She's setting him up to cheat, right? So like, you know, but as a man though, right? Like he has to give his best effort, right? And part of that could be, you know, like, hey, when you come home, bring her something, you know, as well, right? Make sure that she has the things that she likes around the house, right? Yeah. And the reason why you do this is so when you decide to leave, you can just be like, you know what? I did all I could. Yeah. Right? Because he can't, I'm going to add this for the brother. He can't work 70 hours a week, 10 years in a row, and she never give a damn. Yeah. It'll kill him.
It will literally.
Yeah, it'll kill him. So again, I'm saying that like, yo, he has to put in the maximum amount of effort. Then, so when he reaches the point where he can't take anymore and he has to leave, he can leave and say, you know what, I did all I could.
Did all I could.
I did all I could.
It's a sad situation. You know, and I'm not saying you didn't do this, but you got to figure something out to make it clear. There has to be communication. So what can I do to help you? Even though you working, you providing, you supporting, right? But there has to be something of, because, yo, I'm sorry, like we're
not really taught that though. We're not really taught like
to communicate.
We're taught to bust our ass and provide, right?
Exactly.
But we're not really taught that. You know, again, y'all gonna hear me say this a lot, right? Love is what you give, it's not what you receive, right?
Facts, absolutely.
So him loving her would be like, yo, I'm doing everything. Hell, I got to do more.
Yeah, I got to do more.
Yeah.
But sometimes, sad part is, bro, yeah, you're gonna have to.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
You're gonna have to.
That is the duty of men, is to love our woman. Now, once you've reached the point where you've given all you could, right? Like, look, if a woman is a colander and not a cup, bruh, it don't matter how much you pour into her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to walk away.
Yeah.
But, you know, but if she's a cup and you can fill her up, then at some point she's going to pour back into you. But if she's a broken cup, right? You know what I'm saying? If she's a cup that evaporates everything you pour into her, right? You can only realize how much you're giving if you give. Yeah. If you withhold it from her, right? Because guess what she's going to do? She's going to withhold it from you. Yeah. And you guys can mess around and be in this toxic relationship for the next 5 to 7 years, 10 years, man. But if you, I promise you, if you pour into a woman, bro, and she ain't reciprocate any of that back, and it's emptying you out, and you start seeing this affecting you mentally, it's easier for you to say, okay, I did all I could. I can walk out.
Yeah. I say, hey, back to it.
But you are going to be on child support.
Yeah, and that ain't no fun because then you're going to be working 80 hours a week.
You're going to be right back to 70 hours a week. But you have your peace and you get to play Grand Theft Auto and college football.
Absolutely. But you need to talk to her, figure out, yo, maybe she don't have time. You don't know. You ain't there. Yeah. So some of that time is like, all right, do we find somebody, a sitter, to give her 3 or 4 hour break?
This is why it was so important back in the day that we were around our families, right? Like my grandmothers, I seen my grandmothers so much growing up, right?
Me too. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So, and you know, and you just think you're going to your grandma's house so you can do what you want to do and eat all the snacks. You're giving your parents a break. Right? And your grandma understands that she's giving them a break. And it's like, now we're in these communities where we don't have any friends, right? We don't have any relatives. Like, I want my siblings all to be here so badly, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, yo, it'll help me with my son. I can help them with their kid because I understand how important that is for everybody to have a break. But when you move away and it's just you and it's just her, you know, and her mom is 35, you know, it's like... You know, there's nobody to help, right? There's nobody to give you that break and to be like, all right, you know, if he works 70 hours a week, his mother should be there, right? Yeah. Like, girl, get out of the house, right? I'll watch the baby, right? It don't sound like they have that.
Yeah, nah, they don't. But figure that out, bro. You got to do it. I was gonna bring up Iman Shumpert. You know what? I'm gonna say this: you celebrities y'all getting divorced, y'all breaking up, y'all have to tell us what y'all mean by we've been broken up for a while. Because Cardi and Offset just made music videos talking about husband and wife cuddled up 3 months ago. You know what I'm saying? And now you saying we've been broken up. I've been single for a while. What does that even mean?
Like, who knows with these celebrity couples? Yeah. Amon gets no sympathy with his whole, you know, come over here mess with a rich man.
I told y'all
we don't pay no bills over here. You ain't gonna pay no bills over here. Somebody said that she was paying like half the bills the whole time.
I believe. I mean, Tiana ain't no slouch.
No, she ain't no slouch, but that's not what he said.
I know, but niggas lie.
Yeah, so when you get caught out there, like,
I told y'all he was lying. When
you never gonna get any sympathy from me because it's like, yo, like, because you are dunking on the average man, and I I don't care how big our pod gets, bro. I'm never going to dunk on the average man because like somebody who's had it all, lost it all, had it all, lost it all. Yo, that pendulum can swing however it wants, bro, whenever it wants to.
I am slamming on all the average podcasts once we grow.
Well, I mean, the pods are the pods.
I gotta even
you know what I'm saying? But you know,
I got a joke right now that's burning this seat up.
I don't like when men, you know, when men make it or like even these Instagram pastors, right? Like y'all talk about sex so much because you got your wife at home, but if your wife wasn't home, you wouldn't be getting laid.
Facts.
Yeah, the majority of men out here would not be getting laid if you did not trick a woman into marrying you. So that's what half of y'all did anyway. You know, you pretended that you was some great dude and you was good at it, and now she's stuck with your ass.
Stuck with your ass.
Yeah, so, you know, again, I'm for men being married. I would never be red pill. I told y'all at the beginning of the pod, I think 90% of red pill dudes would be married if they could get the top 3 women that they wanted. So my response is always to men, why don't you just build yourself to become that man?
And with that, we gonna holler at y'all next time.
Holler at your boy.